I've got a piece of tissue paper that I have glued to a piece of heavy cardstock, and now I'm spraying it with different color mediums. I'm adding water, I'm using paint, I'm using all kinds of things, and I'm just making some funky color. I'm just having some fun with it. I'm using a brayer to move color around. There's not a right or a wrong here, just have fun with it and add to it. Hey guys, it's Mayflom here, and what I am doing, or I guess I should say what I am attempting to do here, is I'm making some fun layered tissue. Tissue paper crafts always make me think of school, and I'm doing a bunch of back to school, or should I say craft to school crafts this week on my blog. So I thought this would be a fun one to kind of take it to a new level. So you can do whatever you wanted here. I'm just going to take various things, and I'm just making this. You could be making this as a background, you could be making it as the base of a card. I am going to make this and cut a shape out of it and make some quick and easy decor for fall for the house. You want this completely dry because you cannot put this through the ScanNCut. If it is wet at all, you will gunk up the machine. So it's actually dried for several hours. You can see I've added a little bit of gold. It's really fantastic. And I'm kind of debating. Originally I was going to do a home decor piece. So I was going to make something with this wood block, but the thing is, I don't really have a need for that right now. I don't like to just make things just to make them. So I always try to have some kind of a plan in mind. I just keep seeing like the shape of a heart on here. I think it would be really pretty and simple. I am going to go ahead and make this into a card. This could actually be made into several cards. So the first thing I'm going to do is get out my ScanNCut mat and get this adhered to it. And then after I've set, it'll take me a moment, of course. And then after I get it nice and set down, I usually use this, really make sure it's stuck on here. If the edges come up, they shouldn't, but if they do, they shouldn't because it's tissue paper. But if they did come up, I'm not going to worry about it because I'm not going to be using the very edges with the tissue. I actually have need of multiple thank you cards right now, and you know what? I can never get enough of hearts and stars. I'm going to go with star on this one, and I'm going to do kind of what I call the fat star. I'm just going to put one. Sorry, I put okay just too fast. And then I'm going to push this button right here, which is going to scan my mat in. Now it goes very quickly. I'm just going to kind of slide my ScanNCut to allow that to go all the way through. Okay, and it's super fast. So as soon as it's done with that, as you can see, it'll show us what we've got. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to change this to be 4, and I'm going to change these to be, let's see, let's make them 3 3/4 inches. I think I can get 4 on here at that size. And what I'm going to do is just adjust these to be, it's okay if they're a little bit towards the edge, but I really want to try to have them as centered as possible. And I'm going to set this blade, I'm actually going to set it at about 8 because this is super thick paper that I did this on. And once I feel like I've got these as centered and as far into the middle as I can, yeah, it feels pretty good. Once I've got that done, I'm just going to say, okay, guys, this is all we have to do, and we're ready to make some thank you cards. Now that these are cut out, I've got some dye ink, and I'm just stamping all over the word thanks. This is a stamp that I've got here, and I'm just going over and over and over, so it's really filling up the background. And I'm going to take that same ink pad and put a little ink around the sides. If you don't have a thank you stamp, you don't have to have a stamp. You could use stickers. You could cut out your own die cuts out of the ScanNCut. You can do a lot of different things. But I wanted to do that because after I've got that done, the next thing I want to do is I want to put just a couple little foam adhesives on our star here and mount it. And I can do all of these cards the same, or I could also mix it up a little bit. But look how pretty that star is. I'm just going to stick that star there. I'm going to take some gold spray, and yes, my desk is going to be a mess, but don't worry about it. I'll get it all cleaned up. And I'm just going to put some gold, and this is just going to help me tie together the star with everything else going on here. And then, just for fun, I am going to put Choose to Shine little sticker here on the edge of the star, and then I'm going to finish this off by taking a few little sequins and things. And yes, those are flowers cut out with the ScanNCut. I always have some shapes left over from projects. I'm just going to take some little stars and sequins here, and let's see, I'm going to grab some adhesive, and I'm just going to kind of follow that gold trail here, just a couple up here, couple down there, one right there, just to kind of reinforce what we've got going on here. And that's a lot of fun. Oh goodness, I love how this has turned out. And I can make them all the same, or I could make them different. I could use them for different things as well. I don't have to use these stars for anything specific, but I had a lot of fun playing with tissue and making a really cool texture, then grabbing that ScanNCut and bringing it to life, making it something I could really craft with. And I hope that you have enjoyed this little video of mine. I hope I have inspired you to try something of your own, maybe with some tissue paper and paint. You'll have to let me know what you make. This is one of many cards. I'm going to go make a few more. I think I'll stitch on one even. Should be fun. All right, that's it from me. I wish you very happy crafting. As always, any requests, any questions, feel free to leave me a comment.